Fuck it.
What do we got to lose?
We're live.
Yeah,
Actually,
see? We're live. It just happens. What are you supposed to do?
You know what?
What? What are you doing?
Putting my phone down.
Oh, hi, guys. How are you?
Share. We didn't even do the countdown.
No, we didn't do anything.
Bro, Sturgis 2021.
We are Sturgis 2020 anyway. And, it's just hot enough and we're just tired enough and it's just sweaty enough that I don't think we did anything right to set this up. So I hope you guys are hanging out with us. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, nobody is.
They'll find us fast
There
enough.
we
Watch
go.
this. There, see,
Yeah.
there they go. At
All
least
right.
let us know that you might be hanging around a little bit.
Yeah.
It's me, Curtis. It's RidingFish, and you, of course, here with us at Lloydz Garage. Hey, tomorrow I want to get into this real quick before we do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to turn this whole thing a little bit around tomorrow so you can get a big view out here. And I'm going to shoot some video for you a little later so you can see that this is just a sea of motorcycles out here and a ton of people on a hot, kind of humid, somewhat breezy day here in Sturgis.
I'm going to take a picture.
Yeah, boom, hit it.
And then I'm going to share it to my Instagram right now.
There you go. Now you can take a look.
I'm just going to you talk.
Okay, you do your thing.
And I do my thing.
All right. So first today, we're on Facebook with Indian Rider Radio, and then we were over on the RidingFish YouTube channel. Across the way over here, our friend Larry Marshall is sharing things rapidly as he can all over the place on his phone. And Fish is going to hook you up with this Instagram picture right now. Kind of took it easy today. It's Sunday. We haven't done a whole lot. I've been out and about a little bit, talked to some other vendors. Some of the guys that would have wanted to come on the show, and I talked about that earlier today, Hunter Detail, Lexington Audio, and a couple others, asked that maybe we hold off till the first part of the week so that their other representatives can be, here with us, and I'm really looking forward to that. So I think it'll be an opportunity for you guys to meet some new people as we go along. Super cool. It's really been one of those days where it's been, for a lot of us, we've just been kind of kicking and hanging out. The Challengers, now earlier today, Fish had guys that ride Challengers come out here and join us at Lloydz Garage at the world famous Buffalo Chip, and it was a great turnout. Super turnout. Looked awesome. My son-in-law Tito dropped by with his dad and his new custom Challenger. We had a great time, and we're still having a ton of fun. And as you guys know, and a couple of you asked me about this earlier, would I be able to do some walkarounds and show you what we were doing and be able to go live across the board and walk you through here? Yeah, I'll probably be able to do that a little later on. Where I'm challenged with that a little bit, guys, is that once you get out there, some of the internet connection is a little sketchy in spots out there. So if I got too far away from the buildings, you wouldn't see a whole lot. But we will do some walkarounds with you, and it should be pretty good.
I did a walk around yesterday.
You did, yeah.
That was really fun.
You spent some time at the Wall of Death thing?
Wall of Death.
Yeah.
I was live. And I saw the door open.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'll ask for forgiveness.
Right.
I just walked in. It's like a 15-foot wall. And then they go, hey, we got a show starting. Oh, I'll go upstairs. I should have just jumped on the bike is what I should have did.
Yeah.
But I'm not brave enough for that.
No.
After seeing that in person,
yeah,
the Wall of Death is really cool.
Yeah. And earlier today, now, right around the lunch hour, they had two things going on here that I thought were really, really neat. They had kind of that, the club-style motorcycles that are so popular everywhere. Hey, that's Larry.
I was waving at the girl behind us.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the club-style bikes that are out now and some of the really cool stuff the guys have been doing around those lines?
Yeah.
They had a bike show of pretty much those types of bikes down there. Amazing stuff. Is it? Oh.
Is it Larry Marshall?
Is he?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Is he shoplifting? Just
no, he just
okay. He looks
just
good.
Doesn't want to fit in apparently.
Oh, he's showing off the apparel for us.
Yeah.
I like it. It's so subtle this one. So they had some of that bike show. There was amazing bikes in there, and that whole show area was packed. And then as we came across the parking area, they had the demonstration riders and the hooligan riders over there with the Bell system, and they were the Bell Brawlers. And SNS Performance is one of the sponsors over there for that. Excellent show. Really cool, talented riders.
Right.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Little more.
A little more? What? There he is. Hey.
I should have licked his face.
Yeah, okay, so now let me tell you a little something about Larry Marshall. All right, so we went out last evening, and, of course, Larry is brand new in Sturgis. He's just arrived, right? He's been here many times.
Yes. I just told him I should lick your face.
So here we go. We go on the town. I now know why Larry has stories that include having his face licked. I know exactly why those stories exist. We had a great time.
Now we got all kinds of people in the chat here. Do you think anybody can even hear us?
They should be able to.
Oh, the door's
Yeah, they got the
open.
door wide open.
So they have a dyno room here, and it's actually really cool. But when the door is closed, it's almost
super
like it's
quiet.
not happening. Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah.
So we got Ali in here watching.
Hi, Allie.
We got Lou,
Don,
Louisiana.
Dave, Casey. Wow. Andrew. Look at you guys jumping on here. Val Fisher looking good boys.
Beautiful wife.
Hello, the lovely Valerie.
Let's see what else we got in here. Can't wait to get out there.
What else you got?
Changing oil. And
Casey.
watching you go. Hey, he's coming out. I think he's going to be here Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So you just ripping it and riding like you did last year. You just got on the thing and came out in one fell swoop, didn't you, Casey?
yeah.
Yeah. Barry McGee's dropped in. There's Andrew's.
Wow.
Hey, can somebody tell them to close the door?
Yeah.
We're doing important
We're
work
work-
over here.
we're
This is
work-
important work.
We're working.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us okay? How much I want the dyno?
What else we got?
We got talking about dynos. Can you guys hear the dyno? Like, is it loud? Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
can you actually hear the noise over the top of this, or are these mics actually doing what I paid for?
That's true. That's a good point.
These are all your peeps, by the way.
These are our peeps
Well, you were on the face. Yeah, we were on your YouTube channel
and your
and my Facebook page.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we had a little meetup, and I just had a bright idea because I think I'm full of them. I'm full of something, and they're not always bright ideas.
I was going to say that's universally bright ideas. Okay, it's a mix of things, frankly. But how many bikes did you get for the Challenger setup?
I think we had about 20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because I counted 17 at one point. I think I did.
Yeah, and then there was a couple last minute, and
Right.
then a couple people that missed it, unfortunately.
Oh, wow, that's too bad.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
also thank some of the people that stopped by. There was a bunch of really cool people that have stopped by.
Instead of just naming people, we had guys from California, Texas, Canada.
Is he a Canadian escapee? Is that what he is?
What?
Did he escape Canada? Is that how he got here?
Yeah, he literally built a ramp and Evel Knievel did Challenger style.
I believe that. I believe that.
It
Some
was-
of us needed to get out of there.
Oh, it was so awesome. But you know, the picture took a minute.
Yep.
The drone took a minute.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, guys were showing up 2 hours early.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then they stayed 2 hours after.
I noticed
So
that.
it was bitching to just have all these guys, challengers just lined up
Right.
and just talking. I mean, we got all different kinds of exhausts. We had all different kinds of handlebars. We just had the setup. Everybody was looking at
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
And engines were roaring.
That's too
Guys
cool.
were happening. It was a great time.
That's awesome.
Got to meet a bunch of people. And that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, can you guys hear the? David said he heard the dyno.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how you don't hear the dyno. I literally can't even hear
Hey, I
myself.
paid good money for noise canceling headphones. Don't you know?
Yeah, well, he heard it.
Yeah, good. Okay. We can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Debbie. We appreciate that.
Here over the dyno. Nice. So we just gotta keep
So
talking.
you had a bunch of cats then from all over the place doing all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And there was a variety of bikes. As I looked across there, you can see, and this is what, again, when we walk out into the sea of motorcycles out here, how people personalize, customize, and they have their own look and feel for their bike. For you and I think it's we just don't wash them.
Right.
Is that really our customizing trick?
Hang on, you know what I did, right?
What's that?
I lined it up.
Yeah.
I quick grabbed the detailer. I wiped down just the front. Like literally, my bike's like a mullet right now.
Yeah.
It's business in the front, and
And
it's
all
a dirty,
all
hoe in
dirty out the back.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Oh man.
All right, where's the dyno? I'd like to come say hi. The dyno is here at Lloyd's Garage.
Yeah, Lloyd's Garage.
Matter of fact, they'll let you do a run.
Yeah.
I believe they're scheduling. They're super busy, but they'll let you do a run. Come talk to them.
Yeah.
Say hi. And it's right here in the Buffalo Chip. It's the free part of the Buffalo Chip.
Right.
Some people, there's things happening in the gate.
Yep.
And I just like to make sure everybody knows it doesn't cost. When you get here and there's a long ass line of people towing their toy haulers and their camping gear.
Yeah.
Just do what I do. Ride on the wrong side of the road and pass them, because that's what I do.
I know he does, and this is one of those places where you could entirely get stopped for that. Because, look, if you're a Sturgis newbie, let's get a couple of things squared away.
All right, let's talk about this.
Get both feet on the ground whenever you stop, and for the love of God, stop. Okay,
stop.
The police will be all over you.
I've actually this is only my 4th or 5th year in Sturgis.
Okay,
and I can tell you, God's honest truth, I've had 0 issues with cops.
Right. Because you pay attention.
Oh, that's true. And I do, but they're not harassing people. And I don't 2-foot it very often, unless I'm going to be there for a minute. But I want to be honest. How many issues have you had with cops? Even in your wilder days, like 2 years ago.
Oh, well, in my wilder days, not very many. Occasional interactions.
So they can't be picking on you. Now, their presence, though, is very strong.
Thick.
Yeah. It's really wicked. I mean, we went out last night. By the way, happy birthday to you,
Larry Marshall.
Happy birthday to you.
The writer of the V-Twin blog. Happy birthday, dear
Larry.
How the hell with you?
Larry.
Screw that. I'm not even blowing out your candle. The hell with you. You walked away.
I'll finish it right now.
We were doing so well.
Right.
Okay.
Can I get you guys a water or anything?
Happy birthday to you,
Larry Marshall.
Happy birthday
to you,
Mr. Publisher.
Mr.
Assistant.
So we knew full well we were going to have
times have you had
way too much
issues
fun
with cops here in Sturgis?
Well, there was one year that they wanted to give me kiss tickets, but other than that, never.
Okay.
See, there you go.
All right. So I think their presence is so strong that people are scared or assume that they're going to get in major trouble.
Right.
Because we were walking around last night and we had no issues.
Right. But the other thing is that what I've heard a lot of people say, and it was kind of talked about a lot last year, is that people are getting here and recognizing and enjoying the fact that these are your people. This is what you come to do and have a good time and hang out. And that's why you're here. So let's not mess it up by doing something dumb.
Yeah, you know, most of these people, most of the cops understand we're not here to cause trouble.
Right.
We're here to have fun.
Exactly.
And they're trying to, I think the presence is the most thing, and people are just scared.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean you should rip a burnout, and there's a bunch of weird laws and rules, like what's expedition driving, all this stupid stuff. So if you looked at the rules, you'd be like, yeah, you're never going to get out of Sturgis without a ticket.
Well, there's a lot of little things like make sure you get both feet down at the intersections. And again, they're not going to run up and ticket you, but they'll remind you. They don't want you running the lights. They don't want you running through the intersections, and for good reason. There is pedestrians everywhere. And right now, the estimate I heard today is that already in terms of arrivals and on the ground in the immediate area, over 700,000.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Campgrounds are full. Hotels are full. The parking lot is packed in here. Again, you guys, I'm going to show you a little later on when we walk through here. But when I was out here in June, it was a ghost town. There wasn't a soul out here. Now you can't barely walk across the parking lot. So it's a different feel. But I'll tell you what, we'll walk around. Now, somebody asked me about that earlier. I forgot who it was that texted me, but they want me to do a walkthrough, and we will, and we'll do that. Had a ton of fun, though. I mean, what I'm finding out this year that I didn't see so much of last year, and in part because we were at the dealership for a good share of the time, and I didn't get to get out a whole lot. But I've been out milling around now more this year than I did last.
I'm literally like making you.
Well, you kind of drugged me out one night. Last night I went out voluntarily.
That is true, which I was like really surprised because I hadn't even twisted your arm yet, and I was coming at you.
I know, but
you already knew. Though.
Okay, so did he tell you already the other night we were getting ready to go out, and he was explaining what he wanted to do, and I said, "But Fish, it's 9:30."
Hang on.
9:30.
9:30.
Yeah. But
that was an eye-opening moment.
What he doesn't tell you is I get up at 5:30.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
9:30.
9:30.
Dude, we were literally going to pregame the bar. Like, they're not even busy.
Right.
People are still riding at 9:30. The police haven't even checked in
Right,
for
right.
work.
Yeah, live acts haven't even gone on stage yet. Still digesting dinner. No, I'm going to bed.
In fairness, I was in our hotel room before midnight.
That's true. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I just wanted to go literally I said, let's just go, we'll have a drink and we'll go home. And you thought that was going to turn into 3 a.m. or something.
Well, it's
maybe
kind of that's kind of the theory. That's
10,
what happens.
15.
So turnout and the guys you talked to about the Challenger. Now you had about 20 bikes. You had a lot of guys that came out and looked and talked to you about the bikes.
Guys that came early and couldn't stay
Yeah,
for the picture, which there was 4 of them. I think.
But
so
how
we do 25 people and then 30. We're maybe at the 30 mark.
Right.
That have came in just to say hi.
So are these? I mean, we're a good share of your followers are guys that you've got on YouTube or that you deal with.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah,
right
which
on.
is freaking awesome.
That is good.
This is what I always wanted. Since I met, one of my favorite things was meeting you and growing these friendships that I've had and bonds. And even Tito and Lorenzo coming from Pikes Peak, they brought their customs Challengers.
Yeah.
There's guys from all over the country.
Yeah.
And they said hi, and the picture was quick. It wasn't a long thing.
Right.
But we chatted and visited for upwards of, I'm still here, but 4 hours.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking around the room right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 guys standing around here that I know listen to my show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it has really been cool. And you guys who have made the effort to come out to see us here and say hello. You don't know how grateful and how flattered I am. I'm very humbled by all of the willingness you guys are to be part of this. And this guy, of course, I mean, you can't ignore the energy, and people love to be around him because things are always cooking wherever he is. Like you said it a million times, the party doesn't start till he gets here. So
I say that because I run late.
Because you run late. That's true. Yeah, that is true. No worries. So I wanted to share this with you. Okay. My cousin, guy that I grew up with practically, we lived just a few miles apart in Spencerport. We all had birthdays in December, that kind of thing. So we were like the two cousins, my cousin Ron and John Patterson. They were like the extra brothers, they were the next set of brothers. And so we stay in touch a little bit, every once in a while we talk motorcycles and that kind of thing. And so he comes out to Sturgis, lets me know he's here. In fact, the other day, we were going to get together in the morning, missed each other, okay? I'm going down LaSalle Street. He yells at me from the curb because he recognized me and my bike.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit about that. And then today, he and his buddies that he's here with.
So what bike was he riding?
He was riding a CBO Harley or some kind of street glide, I think.
Oh, that's nice. A CBO,
CBO street glide, yeah. You got to know John. He doesn't short himself. He gets the good stuff.
Good.
Okay, now, he's riding the CBO Street Glide, and he bought it pre-owned, a couple thousand miles on it. He'd been riding it for a while. He came to Sturgis today, traded it, and is now the proud owner of a Chieftain Dark Horse. And he came out here today with all kinds of good stuff. So, John Patterson, congratulations on your new bike. And if you ever need anything, let me know. Happy to help.
Well, and while he's here, Lloyd's is in there. I mean, if they can fit you in, but
right.
it's.
But while we're on that topic, Indian Motorcycle Sturgis treated him incredibly well. They gave him a great deal on the bike. And as usual, guys, they do roll out the red carpet this time of year. I mean, they really go above and beyond to sell bikes over there. So if you're in the area and you're thinking about making a trade or you're looking at something like this, I know I've got lots of dealers that are on my side, but I'm giving these guys a plug because they really do a good job during the rally and all year round.
Could you imagine how hard it is to give good service during this?
Oh, it's very difficult.
I mean, well, we're Lloydz Garage, and I'm seeing them accommodate people. Really, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And not just, but they're doing some major stuff here. But then imagine transferring titles, moving vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Trading numbers. Like, you come to a place like this, it's all set stuff.
Right.
Cams, exhaust, big bore kit, Challenger tune. That's, it's
That's
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Done. Can you imagine walking in and being, you're one of 1,000 people that have walked in the store today, and you're like, yeah, maybe I want to buy this.
Right.
They heard it 62 times already.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
And it's hard because, salespeople, anytime you're talking about doing that little horse trading thing, okay? I know customers talk about this. They always are challenged by talking about their trade-in, what are they going to get for it, what's going to do this, what's going to do that. And it can be a very stressful thing because they have a number in their head, the dealer wants to buy it for a different price, and so on and so forth. So this can be stressful things trading in. But these guys have gotten very good at taking time. Hey, there's Tony. Hello, Hot Blackout. Yeah, there's my man, Tony. And so they're really skilled at it, and they do a wonderful job. And it's not a hard deal to make a deal up there. They really work hard at it. And it is difficult because that wears on the salespeople.
Yeah.
It really does. On a busy Saturday in a dealership, after the third or fourth trade you've gone through and a customer gets upset because they don't get the price they want, it'll wear you down. And those guys work really hard to stand on the ball.
Well, that and how many tire kickers do they see?
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
Is you get 92% tire kickers, but it's not like a normal slow day
Right.
where you get
right.
6 people looking. You get 65.
Right,
people.
and they're at the door when you open. Yeah. And it's tough, but all throughout town, though, we've seen kind of some ups and downs with that. Like, we went into one place yesterday, it was kind of a down year, remember? And then today it was a completely different feel.
And, okay. Yeah, you're talking about the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we go to a coffee shop, and because I'm not going to have that hotel coffee. They don't have whatever.
It hurts. Trust me. I've had some. It's painful.
So we start our day with, let's go to the coffee shop. And you would have thought somebody put like salt in their Skittles or something yesterday.
Yeah.
But then today, everybody was in a good mood.
Yeah, bubbly.
Not sure what that was about.
I don't know.
It was the same time of day, early morning.
Yeah.
Early morning. Not old man 5 a.m.
Old man 5 a.m. See, now I'm never going to learn. I'm never going to live this down. If I want to go to bed at 9:30, it's too early. If I get up at 5:30, too early. I'm screwed.
No, I'm just saying it wasn't too early. Like, listen, he goes, hey, it's 6:30, Fish. If you want to get up. I said, let me look.
It's not necessary, but thank you for asking.
It really is 6:30. I'm going to put my phone back down.
Yeah. Well, now you know why I'm moving into a 55 and older community. I'm going to get a golf cart. I'm going to ride around like I own the place.
They're going to make you sell your motorcycle. It's going to be cheap.
The hell they will. I'm going to start a club. And so I'm going to a bunch of us guys with, all kinds of weirdo stuff. Well, what I have also experienced here now this year that I think I didn't see that much of last year is the people that have come up for the first time. I was talking to Amanda about that this morning. I think I've met more first-time rally visitors than ever before.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think, probably 1 or 2 out of the dozen people that I met today alone were brand new, first-timers.
Well, Kevin, my boy Kevin that rode with me, it's his first time.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to him. It was kind of interesting. And this is kind of the thing that I like to talk about on my channel, growing the community.
Yep.
Is he just bought that Challenger like this spring, I think. And so we're cruising through Sturgis last night on the way to meet you and Larry. And I look over at him and I said, bro, last year, would you have thought you'd have been on a motorcycle in Sturgis, South Dakota?
Not a chance. Not a chance. Yeah.
And that's what it is. That's what this is. Yep. This community can be.
Well, and you see, too, inside this community, all the little subsets and the different things that people do. For example, right down here, the other day was a really old school chopper kind of built type bike show. And it was some really amazing old school motorcycles and some made to look old school. But then today,
like a live wire.
I don't know how they pulled that off. But there was a lot of the step seat choppers and,
I appreciate people's vision.
Right.
I don't do none of it. So
right.
They're all better than me.
And then today, it's kind of that new club street style.
Yep.
And there was a lot of those. Oh, man, it was a beautiful, beautiful bikes in there. And so much work and time that had gone into those. They're just absolutely amazing. So, I mean, you see all the kind of subsets of motorcycling and the people that are involved. And it's really impressive because there's a little something for everybody every time you walk through here.
All right. So, Tony, I'm going to approach this voice thing I got.
Were you at a rock concert last night? You sound like you're losing your voice.
I was a little loud.
Hey, that's Lloyd Greer.
Oh, Wow.
That's Lloyd Greer right there.
The-
Hey, Lloyd Greer.
The Lloyd Greer. That's
No desire to fit in. None.
yeah.
That's a good looking shirt. Is that the one that's your design, right? Yeah, that's just okay. So
I mean, if anybody else would wear that, it would be you.
yeah.
Hey, you know what, brother? I have one. Just so you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're looking good,
We're
dog.
right here.
Yeah,
That's
see,
right.
that's what it's all about.
Shit. Oh, my voice, real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned it up last night, a little later, a little longer.
A little barking to get heard. In
Yeah,
there,
so we had a bunch of people, and we had a bunch of people. We're talking over people. We're talking over music, and around midnight, when Larry's birthday started, somebody wanted to celebrate.
Imagine that.
Party started.
Now you see. Now I'm going to add my 2 cents here, though. I stuck around till after 11. I stayed up late. Yes, I did.
And you disappeared. I had to text you.
Now I'm
like-
gonna really date myself. You ready for this? I stayed up past 11, so I probably could have watched Carson.
No,
Jeopardy.
I'm just gonna say this. So I got back. I left before closing.
Yeah.
I had to be smart. You know, we're riding. You
Yep.
got to make smart decisions.
Yep.
And I was blown away. You were still up when I got
Yeah,
to
hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 a.m.
Blown
is
away.
nothing.
He was
Yeah.
blown away.
I was. Oh my god.
So.
We're not doing nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's all good. It sounds amazing, though. It sounds amazing.
So 9:30 is too late, but I roll up to the room a little before 2 a.m. and here's this guy with a cup of coffee.
Which is part of the problem, because as soon as I got back there, I got into that,
Yeah.
and I was going to be stuck for a while.
So we had a hide a key program.
Yeah.
Curtis, you were like, I'm going to be in bed. I'm hiding the key, so you know how to get in.
Yeah.
We're kind of an old school, like you actually need a key.
Yeah, it's a
not
key.
Not like that you kids at home are not going to remember these keys.
Right.
But anyway, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why my voice is a little bit lit.
Mine was a little roughed up this morning, and I think a good share of it, too, is some of the smoke and haze is really pushed in over the course of the day.
Oh, dude, the last that's part of my problem
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, if you look across the U.S. right now, the fires burning obviously are doing their damage, but it's really funny because this cloud of dust and smoke has really condensed now, and it's getting thicker by the day. And so, I don't know, it's hard. What do you got? Who's talking about?
sounds good.
Is Lloyd's making their own full exhaust systems yet? Yes, they are. They are right over there, and you can buy them right here.
Well,
The Lloyd's-
technically, they're slip-ons.
those are the slip-on sets, and there are headers on the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because usually they like their they like the Indian headers. So that's
They do, and they will use them. But there's also a header.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no worries.
Anyway, but yeah, they have them for your Roadmasters, your
Yep.
Chieftains, Challengers.
And
And
they
by
have,
the way, so I've heard some.
okay.
Finally, for the first time, I heard of the Lloyd's
Yeah.
exhausts, and they're chill. But man, I heard one today with Alta with Cat Delete.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Nice. Good.
It was a good sound.
How many T-shirts is Larry going to buy? Because he just walked through here with another one.
Hey, when you buy that, no effing reason to fit in.
Right.
Do you have to buy like a size smaller or bigger? Like, do you buy your actual size, or is that fitting in too much?
I think that's fitting in too much. You got to go either too small or too big.
I'm straight belly shirting that shit, bro.
That boy. Yeah. Now we're talking.
What else we got to talk about? We got people we got people in here.
What do you got here? Dave, what are you doing? Is it a 2-1? Well,
no,
that's not up for grabs yet. That'll be shared going forward. But let me point something out here. Indian Motorcycle really made one hell of a head pipe for these motorcycles, especially the Thunderstrokes and for that matter, the Challenger. And aside from a different crossover pipe, which could help you out in certain situations that you'll find on Challenger, for example, you really don't have to get a really good solid performance tune on these bikes. You really should stick kind of with that OEM header. It's really one of the better choices.
which is why I was interested that Lloyd is even building headers.
Yeah.
To be honest. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. It's just, again, the more you get carried away into 2-into-1s and all that other stuff, the more you do, the less you actually get in some cases. So using what you already have also keeps it more affordable. Yeah.
We have guys taking their clothes off.
Okay. Yeah, well, there's important stuff coming up this afternoon. There's a press event where the guys are going to bring the B4 bike out on the stage. There's a lot of industry leaders that the media can sit down and meet with later on.
Oh yeah, that's actually coming up.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to attend that. I hope to. So if I can, I'll get some still shots and walk around, some photos with these guys. Because really, it's just an opportunity to meet and greet is really what it is.
Depending if you can't, you might have a media person that can.
I might have somebody who could do that. Yeah. Okay. So options. I got you guys, it's just a great opportunity to meet people in the industry today. That's one thing going on. Let's talk about the Legends Ride coming up on Monday tomorrow.
Are we doing you're doing it? 100%.
I think I want to do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be there.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what the Legends Ride is, it's a bunch of famous people like Indian Rider Radio, a couple throw-ins like Tim and Lloyd. They're actually really famous.
Yeah. Governor Christie Noem.
She's
Yeah. Oh, if she's not running for president in the next 4 years, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be dangerously upset.
I don't know if you know, but it's only 3 years.
I know.
Okay.
Seems like 4.
But the one thing I want to point out about Governor Christine Noem is that she's riding an Indian chief.
Yes, she is.
That she owns.
Yeah,
that wasn't loaned to her.
Yeah, it's a beautiful bike.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So,
yeah.
Other than that, it's a charity ride.
Yep.
Where you have to put some money out, at least the common folk like myself.
Right. Yep. Yep.
I don't know if you big ballers, all the
big ballers.
Okay.
All I have is a press pass for crying out loud. Big baller. What is that? I don't know. No, we're going to go. But it's one of those opportunities again to meet some of these guys, ride with them, and find out what they're about because some of them are so hard to reach any other way.
Yeah. Isn't there a bunch of bike builders? I really haven't seen a full list of the people going.
No, I haven't. And today, the event this evening, it's bike builders, industry people, aftermarket owners, that kind of thing. That the guys that are kind of the movers shakers of the industry, they're a part of it because it's a great place to mix and mingle, and it gives the press an opportunity to individually talk to these guys for a little while. You can't sit there and do a full-blown interview with them per se, but you can get a lot of questions answered. And then, of course, they get a face with a name thing, and that helps familiarity, and it's just a good thing all the way around.
All right, hang on. So I might have just got corrected. Bob says he heard Indian gave it to her. I wasn't there.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, first of all, if she did buy it, that's sick.
Right.
Second of all, if Indian gave that to her,
right,
kudos to them.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. So,
absolutely.
Okay, if I'm wrong, my bad, guys. I could be mistaken. I don't know.
Yeah, there's rumor and whisper tale of lots of that stuff. Who knows? But it's her bike, so. Okay, wife's bike from Chuck is the identical twin.
Tyler here has 116 with the Lloydz slip-ons tuned at the Buffalo Chip, and it's running fantastic.
There we go, Tyler. There's your endorsement, guys. One of the questions I heard asked earlier is how are they even possibly doing all this stuff? Well, keep in mind that the building has been completed. They've had the opportunity to ship product in. They do have the opportunity to have stuff overnighted to them. So it's and because it's a fixed structure like this, and they're not on the street someplace with, all of the other issues that go with this, they can whip one out in no time. Yeah. And it's not like they're spilling oil on the floors or anything like that. It's just they're keeping the place squared away.
It's really clean.
And they can really do a nice job in a hurry here.
They're clean. Yeah. I mean, I see him fixing bikes, and I've literally seen Tim and Lloyd sweeping.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Everybody's pushing broom. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. The place is great because part of what they want you to do here is it's an expansion of what's out there. And that is bring the experience over here for us Indian riders, victory riders, kick it, hang out among our own, and have this place where we can sit down and watch our dyno tunes being done. We can watch a movie. We can hang out and look at the parts. We can talk to any of these guys we want to talk to about what it is that they're doing, and they're happy to help. That's the big part. That's the good part. Hey, guys, raise the road. Now, come here, you two. Come here. Come on.
Here, you want me to step out?
No.
They're not going to be able to. These people are not going to be able to hear.
Oh, well, come here. They want to say hello. You guys know these guys, right? Yeah, Keith and Renee, you know these two. There's Renee, and there's Keith. You guys have met them before. Now, Keith has done some contributions to the show on a couple of different occasions. Always been awesome. Thank you for doing that, by the way. I appreciate you supporting the show and
Thank you
being
very much.
contributor. Oh, well,
Yes.
thank you.
You and Fish.
Is it love?
It's love. I think we can call it love.
Okay. All right.
It's a hearty like.
A hearty like.
Hearty, you know.
Okay.
That's
That
bullshit.
sounds entertaining.
That's weak. It's love. It could be a bromance.
Hearty liking is good.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
thank you very much for your support. And we're going to reach out to you more this coming year, and there's going to be some fun stuff on the horizon. All right. Wanted to just let you say hi to them because, again, all the high-powered
Yeah, see you
celebrities
tomorrow.
come through here. All the high-powered people come through here.
Anybody
It's
ever
not
wa-
us.
Anybody ever wondered about that Harley Davidson 131 cubic inch motor that's been tuned and it's ready to rock? Anybody ever wondered about that? Any of you guys watching?
Yeah,
My boy, you have.
absolutely.
Keith owns one.
I know.
Guess who's ripping on that shit tomorrow?
Are you now? That guy. Okay, now I'm envious. Because what I've heard about that thing is all good.
Yeah. Well, first of all, those of you that don't know, he had a 2020 Challenger.
Yeah.
Ruby red one.
Yep.
And he decided he wanted red and black. That was his thing.
Sure.
So he bought the red Challenger.
Okay.
So when that CVO paint scheme came out, he was like, that's really the color scheme I wanted.
Yeah.
Now, he couldn't just go from the Challenger to a 117 CVO.
No.
And I agree with him.
I do too. Absolutely.
So if you're going to do it, you have to go to the 131.
Yeah. Go big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I am pumped to announce. This is one of the reasons why I don't know if I'm making the Legends ride.
Okay.
It's because I get to do a ride review of that one video.
Right.
And then I'm also going to do a comparison video. And by comparison, sometimes we're talking about racing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And so I'm really excited to get my hands on a 131.
Right. Okay.
Like, I mean,
I've heard amazing things about it, and for a variety of reasons. Because in the past, when Harley Davidson, and I mean, not so far in the past, when you started doing some of the performance upgrades that they had available that were pretty much Harley upgrades, sometimes you ran into problems with the bikes just not running well. You didn't get as much oomph out of it as you were supposed to, what you thought you were going to get. And that has not been the case with this setup. Everybody that I've talked to that's been around the 131 Harley Davidson kit, especially the guys using it on the racetrack, tell you that it is not only strong, but it's incredibly durable. It holds up well. So I think that's impressive. And you got to think about that for a minute. There'll be more coming in terms of what Indian does in terms of their race programs. But Harley Davidson stepped way out there to be competitive with the King of the Baggers and the Bagger Racing League and some of those other things. And there was questions as to whether or not that kit was going to hold up, whether it was something that was even going to be a street option.
Yeah.
And here it is, and it's really something. And they did a nice job with it. I got to give them props for that. Larry, another T-shirt. Well done.
Now call me.
All right, please do.
All right. This guy's, I appreciate the kind words, Larry. I want to say a couple things real quick. One is, I'm just going to go over this. Carl asks about the 2022 Chief tune. Yes, Lloyd's Garage, they have some tunes.
You're right.
I think it matters on what you're running. They're still in the testing of all the different.
Oh, okay. All
compatibility
right. I
things.
didn't understand where you were going with that. Yeah.
So if you have a 2022 Chief,
Right.
you want it tuned by Lloyd's Garage, they can tune it. Probably an RTC would be your best option
Right.
for that. But call Amanda or Lloyd's Garage and talk to them.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I have a little insight on that, but I'm not sure how far it all actually is.
Right.
So if you have that, Carl, and you're really interested, 100% call them because the capability is there. But I think there's some safety things that they got to do.
What have you already done to the bike? What do you expect to do to the bike? Let's make some things clear as to what could happen using it and how it's going to be used. And again, these refinements for each individual Thunderstroke and for the Chieftain and the Chief and, now the Power Plus, they do take a little bit of time to feel out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
so they do such a good job with what you have in it, what you
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
And you can't rush things because, especially when you start playing with timing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also these ECUs, they adjust their timing also.
Correct.
So when you're playing with their timing adjustment and then their ECUs also adjusting, you have to play with that. So that's why I'm saying really depends on what you're running, what pipes, what intake, all the good stuff, what cams.
Right.
I mean, the Chief, let's be honest, you could put a 126 in it.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of stuff right now.
Let me kind of help clarify too what a learning ECU is. Okay.
Okay.
So back in the day, what they used to call a learning ECU was simply an ECU that gave itself freedom to float in a certain range. Okay, and it would adapt based on what it experienced over time. All right. Now, learning ECUs do different things in as much as they actually have sensors that read all of this other stuff, and it brings more input to the ECU. So instead of it just going, oh, the rider seems to be right about here all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm accustomed to, so I'm going to perform best here. It actually now gathers more data.
Yeah.
And then applies that data, extrapolates it, and determines how you're riding. Okay.
So let's get even. How geeky should we get right now?
As deep as you want to go.
How geeky do you guys want us to
do
get?
we go super geek on you?
So you tell us if you want us to be geeky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something, but you're right. But if you want geeky, I'll tell you.
Right.
Thank you for the kind words, RJ.
Indian should sponsor fish.
Yeah, I wish
they really should.
Not
me. I don't. Yeah, not me. I'm not.
So
bikes.
Joey RidingFish YouTube is where that review is going to be.
Yep.
I'm very excited. To be honest with you, I asked him two things. I said, I would love to run you.
Yep.
I want to know. I talk a lot of trash.
Right.
And I also am a realistic.
Yeah.
It's a powerful motor. It's a
is.
powerful bike.
It is.
But I want to know what like the average Joe or average fish can do, right?
Right.
So that was one, and he was 100% on board.
Okay.
And then two, the review part, I asked him, please, can I ride your? I want to be honest, and I want to do two separate videos because I don't think that it's fair to always compare everything.
Right.
Right.
I would
there's
agree.
different genres a little.
Yeah.
So I want to do a comparison, which will have the running, but I also want to do a review of what I think about that bike. But to truly get my opinion, I asked him, bro, I got a rip on it.
It's true, you do.
He followed that up with, you have insurance?
Yeah,
I said,
you're
yes,
well insured.
I do.
Yes, you are. You're
So-
well insured.
So Joey RidingFish, it's gonna be out. I don't know when. I'm running it tomorrow. Maybe I'll take some Instagram pictures or something.
What else you
Super
got
fun. All right, let's see what else we got here. Calvin's
Cal?
just getting in.
Mowing the lawn, missed one anything. She didn't miss anything. We're just BSing right now. Just
Ben-
hanging out.
Ben wants us to geek out all the way, I think. I'm at work.
Geek away, my friend, is the way he put it.
All right. So
Geek away.
here we go.
All right.
I'm gonna make it quick because I do feel like this is gonna get super geeky.
Okay.
These learning ECUs, they're so specific that when you're cruising down the road, there's a map. There's a map for that for power.
Correct.
When you're decelling and then you're coming back on, there's a map for that.
it. Yeah.
And then the last one, which is the one that most people feel,
Right.
is the heavy acceleration or even just the passing map.
Right.
And so all of those change. It's important to know that these learning ECUs, now the not problem, the difficulty is getting these tunes right with what
So that
you're
they will
doing.
overlap properly
and moving
is how
things-
you ride.
and moving things around.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's
that's that. And it's even as crazy as these throttle by wires
Mhm.
that they're doing on all these new bikes.
Yeah.
If you do something weird, like you have it half cranked and you hit your power button, sometimes it gets confused and thinks that that's zero.
right. Now I'll give you the same example, and it happened at the RV. And this is not what one of the issues I had with it. But because I was traveling through an area well over 11,000 feet up and down hills, asking the thing to do a lot of things that it had never done before,
Yeah.
it actually developed a two-cylinder misfire.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's kind of devastating because it causes valve tapping and the timing gets whacked and whatever. But the ECU in that vehicle couldn't learn fast enough because I was now doing something it had never done before
Right.
under conditions that were adverse to it to begin
Yeah.
with. So when you talk about tuning motorcycles today in these overlapping maps and what their role is and how the bike performs, you got to understand that it does have parameters, but it's gathering gobs of information to make that work.
Yeah.
Gobs of it.
So
We're-
get this.
yeah.
So when it takes the barometric pressure,
Yeah.
that it does a sense, right? So it's trying to feel. So when you're climbing a mountain,
Right.
these
That's
like-
constantly changing.
it's
Yeah.
constantly changing. You want to know when it takes it? When both valves are closed.
Correct. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is that? 1/100th of a
Yeah,
thousandth
it's
of a second?
microsecond. Yeah,
Yeah, I
microsecond,
mean,
yeah.
like it never happens. I
Well-
mean, yeah. So like if you're climbing Pikes Peak,
Yep.
and you're coming up with your tune, and you realize your bike's kind of running kind of funky
Mhm.
because you're ripping up the road a little.
Yep.
Pull over, you shut it off. Both valves are closed.
Yep.
Turn it back on.
Yep.
Those valves are power it down. I should part of
Power it down.
power
yeah,
it down.
Yeah.
Power it back up. Both valves are still closed. It is taking pressure moments at that time, and
Yep.
it's a good one, and your bike will probably run better. But that's, you guys wanted geeky. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's the kind of thing you're talking about. Yeah.
But yeah, so that is the craziness of these ECUs.
Yeah.
So to think that these guys are like the 2022 Chiefs, they
Right.
just hit the floor.
Yep.
So luckily, they're the same as the Challengers. So
Right.
so these guys at Lloyd's had kind of a dig in them. But anyway, all
But
right, I think we should.
Well, yeah, but let
Finish
me
that up,
yeah,
and then
let me-
we'll
one
stop
quick
with that
point with that, and that is that again, those systems are set up so that the bikes, you got to wonder how we ever rode things with carburetors on them. Okay. Because although I can tell you, you could spend all day sinking carburetors and the bike would still not run well for some whatever reason, right? And this computer on board these things now is trying to make that easier for you. I mean, any of us old school guys who sat down and synced carburetors or had to rebuild carbs or do any of that stuff or rejet or all the other stuff that goes with those, you can see why now the manufacturers can get more performance, more fuel economy, meet EPA guidelines and a variety of other things, including incorporating things like cruise control and other things, where in the past that would have been impossible. Out of the kinds of motors that we have now, the tolerances that they have, the performance they can generate, there is no other way to get that kind of level of performance out of them.
Especially when you're doing the EPA stuff.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
All right, I think we should move on.
Okay,
And
moving
to be honest with you, we're gonna have to call this shortly.
What do you got? We got time. Where are you going?
I don't know. I got something to do,
Oh, you have something to do?
bro. I'm ready to ride. I got like my boys out here.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Hard to tell. Hey,
I will-
hello, my dear. Oh, look at that. See, I love it when the photo bombers just come in and wave and leave.
Yeah,
You
can't
know,
even say anything. Where are you
This is
from?
Sturgis. I'm waiting to get flashed. It hasn't happened yet.
So Mike asked, "What do you hear about at 131?" Should I drop a little something?
I kind of
Maybe not only Harley Davidson
Wink, wink, wink.
air cooled motors
what?
are 131.
What?
Just
What?
saying.
What?
Just
Okay.
saying. I'm trying to get my hands on that too. That one
Yeah.
is appearing to be a little harder.
Yeah, but you know what? It's coming together pretty nicely.
Oh
after
no,
the
it's
fact.
great.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm
Yeah.
just not. No, that part
Getting
is
to
done.
ride it.
Yeah,
is
getting
the
my
hard.
hands
Okay,
on
yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah.
being-
Okay.
It's being a little
'Cause
difficult.
I was going to say because that got offered. here.
I need everybody
Yeah.
to call
Let him ride it.
Amanda Bramble
Right.
and tell her, or message Tim Sutherland. Actually,
Oh,
just
yeah.
message him.
Yeah, just
right
blow
on
up Tim's
Facebook. Yeah. Tell him Fish needs to take that bike out.
Well,
You think
I do-
I'm gonna get kicked out of here?
I know.
It's
you're gonna
almost
get thrown
time to
out.
go.
You're going to get thrown out.
So Calvin, yeah,
I got to
dude,
say, it smashed the king of the banger, super strong engine, modifications on that bike.
yeah, there's a lot, and it was a lot more than just what was happening. And
Right.
one thing I'm gonna say, the 131 that I'm gonna be riding tomorrow. So spoiler alert.
Okay.
This is God's honest truth and everything. It is tuned,
Okay.
aftermarket tuned.
Okay.
The ECU was cracked, but not all the ECU. So
Right.
I know it still has its speed limit.
Yeah.
So matter of fact, I know the Challenger's going to win. I just might have to race for like 20 miles or something.
Right. You're going to top out and exceed what that bike is capable of right now. But you're going to discover a couple of things. I'm going to hint to one of them right now. You're going to be surprised at what the low end torque feels like. It's not that grunt, but you feel it. Okay.
Yeah.
It really dumps. And through the mid range, it's all of a sudden that bike is pulling longer through each gear. And I mean dramatically longer. So I think you're going to enjoy what you feel. I think you're going to like it.
What else are we doing?
Throwing it out there. Oh boy, Lloyd's are Indian. Hush.
Yeah. I haven't heard Indian doing anything like that.
No, I don't think Indian would do something like that. Do you?
No, I mean, I'm sure they would, but I don't think they're doing. Man, they're having a hard time getting the seats out. Let's be honest.
Mark Hartman. Boy, Curtis, you have been there all day. Hope you're having a blast. I'm going to be here all day, every day, through the balance of the rally. And I am going to try to get out and do a lot more for you. I want to take you downtown. I want to take you around out here on the Buffalo Chip. But the first couple of days here, I want you to get settled in, let people come by and find us here, get acquainted, and say hi. And we've had a great turnout. So many of you have come around. Now, also coming up, I've got all the swag should arrive. I'm guessing tonight, tomorrow, something like that. Then we'll have our display and our vending going on over here. We're going to give away a bunch of prizes, including a television, a set of Warhorse slip-ons, a 6D helmet, and a variety of other things. And there is still, and we haven't talked a lot about this, the Lloyd's Garage and Indian Rider Radio / Bring RidingFish Along VIP experience. So on the Facebook page, while you're here watching the video or on the YouTube channel, come back to the Facebook page and look at the very top post that's there. Enter and register to win that VIP experience if you are here at the rally. Love to have you.
I hope to make it. We'll see.
Oh, you'll be there.
I hope so.
We'll figure something out.
All right.
Even if we have to ship somebody to Minnesota. Okay.
Like round 2.
Well, I mean,
Okay, hang on. So if somebody wins, this is what I'm going to do. Somebody wins and the VIP experience, and at 9:30 it's all over.
it'll be 9:45 that night. I promise. I'll push
You
it.
come to Minnesota and I'll have a couple drinks with you,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
water or something.
Yeah. No, I'll go 9:45. Maybe 10 o'clock. Maybe 10 o'clock.
All right, guys. That's
It's been a ton of fun. We've had a great day. Again, follow his stuff. Great things coming in. A lot of videos that he's dropped on the fish migration. If you haven't gotten caught up, those are right here on his YouTube channel.
still got lots of
Right.
content on there.
Indeed, lots of stuff to see. More coming to my YouTube channel too, and we're going to do a lot of live walkarounds and updates for you as we meet a variety of people and some of the other vendors here. Like I mentioned, Lexan Communication. I'm going to talk to them, and I'm also going to have the Hunter Detail guys come over and talk to them. Talked to them a little bit yesterday. Some of the other guys that are out here on the grounds are going to come by and say hello, and a variety of vendors. So you get to meet some of these people that are here rather than just walk up on them. So hope should be fun. Hope everybody's having fun.
Dude, everybody's having. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
How many people have you seen upset?
Only one.
Oh,
Only one dude.
well, other than there was a little incident in the parking lot.
It's
2 incidents in the parking lot. We won't even talk about it because we're wrapping.
Right.
But dude, everybody's having fun.
It is a great time, and everybody's having a good time.
I'm loving everybody, dude. Even in Sturgis, walking around Sturgis, I'm meeting people. It's just a blast.
Yeah, you know what? One of the funny things is, and you guys will see this the more rallies you attend, and a lot of you probably have been to plenty of them, is everybody's willing to talk. Everybody's friends.
Yeah, we got some.
Until you're not. Now everybody's friends until you're not. So you all shoot the breeze. You all talk. We say hello to everybody. It's a great place for people like us who will talk to virtually anyone for any reason. Perfect place to be.
Dude, you guys are allowed to shut me down. Like I'm shutting this down. Guys, listen, I'm ready to ride. I need to eat.
Time to go.
I'm hungry. I got some phone call to make.
All right.
All the good shit, guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Curtis.
Thank you.
We're not done.
Oh, no.
This is just right now.
Yeah, this is for now.
I'm probably going to go live somewhere. He's still we're still working.
Correct.
Just right now, this little quick drop in is over.
All right. Guys, thanks again. We'll catch up with you again at Lloyd's Garage. Sturgis 2021 from the Buffalo Chip and more. It's all going to be right here. Don't go away.
Ride hard, ride fast, and say hi to
Someone you don't know.
God damn it, you're getting so